Hello, I'm Paul, and this is Andy. We're both pastors at Redeemer Church, and we wanted to be able to give you a little bit of an overview of the 2025 Worship Expansion Project. And so for us, big picture here at Redeemer, all of life is redeemed through the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. And so maybe you could help unpack that a little bit.
What is the foundation of everything we do at the church? And it really is that the Bible teaches us that every good thing is rooted and founded in Jesus. And every bad thing in life, He actually is the answer. And so we just want everything that we do, in word and deed, and what we teach and what we're known for, to be found on the foundation of Jesus.
How do we connect that to a building expansion project?
Yeah. Well, the idea of a building, expanding the building, is really we want more people to be able to live life together through the good and through the bad on the foundation of Jesus. And so we think that this is the step that God wants us to do to be able to love and care for our community.
All right, so looks like there's construction happening, which is awesome. Maybe tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
So we've got some of the metal frame up. They'll get a roof on, they'll dry that in, and what's going to happen is this is just doubling our current worship space. So the wall between them is going to come down. That's why we're going to have to meet somewhere else.
Okay.
That'll happen over the next few weeks.
Okay, so that wall is coming down.
Yep.
It feels like maybe we shouldn't be in the space when they knock that wall down. So what are we doing at that point?
That wall is going to be coming down first part of January. So December 29th is our last Sunday to gather here. So in January, we're going to have a time planned for prayer and dedication in this space. To come in, we're going to write some things on the foundation. We're just going to have some time of prayer for God to use this space. In February, there's going to be some work days where we need to come in and do some of our own decorating and our own painting and putting some things together. And then March is going to be moving back in.
That sounds awesome, but we need to talk about where we're going to be gathering on Sunday mornings in the meantime.
We're going to be meeting at the BCM building, located on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. BCM stands for Baptist Collegiate Ministry.
Yeah, you might be more familiar with Haystack. That's the coffee shop located downstairs at the BCM building. We're going to be meeting upstairs in Haystack Hall starting at 10 a.m. on January 5th. That's going to be our first service. This is Haystack Hall. Pretty cool, big open space. How does this change what we do on Sunday mornings?
Well, each week we gather together to worship God. That's not changing.
Right.
In this physical space, there's some differences. One thing is we're going to be meeting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Second is there is limited children's space here. And so our kindergarten through fifth grade are going to be joining us during our sermon time. To be able to help them succeed and be able to have some quiet activities for them, over in this corner is going to be a special area designed for them. But also our littlest ones, our 2 years old to 4-year-old, are actually going to be checked in the worship space. Back this corner, there'll be teachers there to check them in. And during sermon time, they'll be escorted out to a room that's designed for them to be able to have a gospel story, a snack, and a craft, and then they'll come back in. So parents will be checking them in and picking them up here in this worship area.
That all sounds so awesome. It does sound like a lot of change. And so, how are you feeling about all that change?
Well, this is our plan now. It might change a little bit as we need to, so we'll kind of figure it out as we go through this a little bit. But honestly, I'm pretty excited. I just keep thinking about how many times in the Bible we see that God places people in a specific place at a specific time for a specific reason. And I think God really has led us here at this time for the reason to be able to do ministry here. We're on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. We're in a college town. This is an opportunity for us to reach out to college students. It's also new and different, and that is always a time that you can welcome and invite new people in. And so I'm really excited about what God has for us here.
Yeah, no, I am too.
How are you feeling about regroups?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's cool is there is a lot of change happening on Sunday mornings. I grew up here in Norman. I love the University of Oklahoma. And our group life really does not change a whole lot. We're slow and steady in our groups. They continue to meet week after week, homes all over Norman. And this is still an opportunity to stretch our legs a little bit. So you talked about meeting new people, inviting new people in. We actually have 2 new groups starting in January. And so we're very excited about that, new opportunities to meet people and grow there. But yeah, this is just the kind of other part of what we do as a church. We gather on Sunday mornings, we breathe in together, and then we breathe out together in our community groups called regroups. You might be wondering, how can I get involved in this? And we would say, start with prayer. Pray for ways to get involved in this project. Be praying for the actual construction. Pray for opportunities to meet new people. We're going to be in a new location for a few months, and with that comes opportunities to meet new people, invite new people into what we're doing.
Invite people to come to church with you, to this new thing that we're doing. Invite them in to join you in prayer, but also invite people to hear and learn and have conversations about Jesus.
And you can serve. There are actually places that we need you to step in. It can look like being on the hospitality team, helping us welcome people into this new space. Set up and tear down. There's going to be a legitimate setting up of things at this new space.
And last is seeing what God's doing, and that God has called us to this. With a joyful heart, we'd ask you to give. Our members faithfully give tithes to be able to do the continued work and ministry that God's put before us. But this is a big project. And so if you'd like to directly give to the building campaign, you can follow the links that are connected with this video. And we're just glad that we get to serve God together and see what God's doing for his name and his renown. And just to see all of life redeemed by the life, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus.